Hello mates, how's it going? You're on DirtByte. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2025 Kinlaig, the Highlands Fishing expansion. You joined me back where we finished off our last video, and it's still in the rain. So I don't really think we need to keep this rain going. I'm just going to extend or fast forward time a bit. See if we can clear it off a bit. There is some cloud forecast, so hopefully the rain won't be too much longer. And we can get into some field work. So we have the weeding to do in fields 23 and 22, I think they may be. So that's better, so we just fast forwarded through the thunderstorm and the rain. Just going to drop this trailer off over here near our other towable items. Wrong button. Disconnect, that's it. We're going to hook the JCB up to the weeder and head over into our sorghum field, and we're going to weed that one first. Let's just get hooked up, and then after this, I think, well, after the weeding's done in both of these fields that we still have to do, I think that's pretty much it for field work when it comes to getting ready for the next harvest. We've done our pH, we've done our planting, we've done our fertilizer. Just with the weeding to go, once that's completed, we can just let nature take its course and let the crops grow. So we have to focus on some of our other things, like we have the castle to keep taking castle stones and roof shingles or roof tiles to now. I probably need to cut down some more trees because our sawmill will be needing some more. Yeah, so we have to focus on some of those other things. I think we should get some more fish food for the young trout and young salmon production to keep the offshore production going. So there's still quite a bit to do even when we are not in the middle of field work. Alright, that's unfold. Let's get some GPS AI lines up. So it's not going to take too long to do this, I don't think. Helps if you're going in the right direction. Yeah, no, that's the good thing about this weeder. It's got a huge width, but it's also fast. Like we're doing 20, 21 kilometers an hour, which is impressive with this. And the only thing that, you know, I find a bit of a doesn't quite work very well when it comes to farms from 2025 with the planting is the fact that it's a bit random that the lines, like I know that when we were planting the sorghum, we did a pretty straight outside headland. We didn't go across like that. We didn't do any weird turns or anything, I don't think. But yeah, they're not very straight or like consistent with the way we would have planted them. I don't know. I don't know if that was if I did it wrong, whether that's just the way the game loads in these sorts of crops that have been planted. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it would look a lot better if the rows of planted crop actually followed the line of where they were planted. I can see this one here, we didn't plant across the field, so they're obviously in rows with a grid reference on the base of the map, which is fine. It might be a bit too difficult to actually have them aligned with the planting direction, but I think it would just make a bit more consistency with real life if that was the case. I mean, not everything's real life. Like, you wouldn't normally just go driving through a hedge like that, but I can in this game, obviously. That down, away we go. So what we might do is, it's not going to take too long to get this sorted. We will probably just do a bit of a time lapse for this. If we have enough time, we might get into the other field as well, because it is going pretty quick. I don't anticipate that time this is going to take too long to do 2 fields, so we'll just see how it goes. if it's going to be too much, then we'll end up using the worker for the other field. But I think we'll be able to do it ourselves. So yeah, just sit back and I'll see you once this is done. There we go, almost finished. Just got this last little run to go. Like I said, that didn't take very long at all. Really impressed with this weeder. It's a very handy tool and it gets in and gets the job done very quickly, which I'm very happy with. So what we're going to do is once we finish this run, I'll just double check the map to make sure we've got most of the weeds. I don't care if there's still some. I probably missed a little bit here and there, but hopefully not too badly. We go to, I think it's this page. Weed. Oh, yeah, there's just a small bit down the bottom of field 23. But everything else seems like it's all, like, removed. Which is all good with me. So we're going to go and take this back and put it into one of our sheds. And then what we'll do is we're going to go over into the forest and get a load of timber loaded up onto our forester trailer. I'm going to have a look at the forester trailer and the flatbed. So it would be ideal if we could connect them the two together, because when we get down to the forest or to the sawmill, there's going to be pallets of timber that we're going to need to move. Then I want to head over to the stonemason and move some of the stones that we've got over the castle stones and any roof tiles, roof shingles. I want to take them up to the castle. I think it might be wise to just put a pause on the work for the castle stones at the moment, because we probably need to focus on the roof tiles for a little bit. So we'll just see how many they've got over there. But yeah, so that'll be the plan. Once we disconnect that here. So I'm gonna get everything connected up and I'll meet you over at the forest in a few minutes. We're over here in the former forest area. We've actually cleared quite a bit out of this area. Now these trees here, they're outside the map boundary or right on it. So I don't want to go and... Oh, I can do that one. But these are those ones, the beech trees. That looks like this one we can actually cut up okay. Let me just check this one. I think it may be the beech trees that we don't want to take down because their head is so difficult to process. I mean, the actual body of the tree, the trunk is probably alright. Maybe we can cut these ones down, cut the heads bits off and just leave them and maybe get a chipper at some point to chip them. I think we might just leave them for now and focus on the standard trees that would normally take down. It should be these ones in front of us. If I can find the pocket chainsaw. So the spruce. Spruce is definitely a good type to take down. Let's get it started cutting it out. I want to keep clearing this area, but I'm not too sure what I want to do with it yet. So we've taken quite a few trees down. We have a lot of stumps that we need to remove if we want to use it for anything practical. I'm not sure if we should like convert this whole area into a like a production area. Like it's pretty flat. We could got the driveway there. We could actually put some of our productions up in here. Like we're looking at the flour mill, the oil mill, those sorts of ones, rather than taking up the prime agricultural land like we've looked at previously. There could be a good potential to bring them and put them up in this area. I think that, you know, could be good. Would need to do some flattening out. But up in here, it's pretty flat. We could put a driveway in. So there's, yeah, I'm going to consider doing that when the time is right to actually get those productions in place. We've got a few months yet before we need to do that. So in the meantime, we can focus on still clearing it out, going through and cutting these trees out as we have been. Take them down to the sawmill and getting that processed into planks and beams. How long is that one? So 17 meters. So probably gonna need 2 more cuts. Fine, it's a lot better if you crouch down when you're cutting. It just seems to get you closer to the log. And then we've got one more cut in here. I reckon somewhere around there. Yeah, so I think if we did get some productions up here, we would put them closer to the boundary. Get a nice area here, but then this area in front of us, we'll probably go through and cut it out. And then just replant trees in here again. Potentially, because I don't think we need any more arable land, and even if we did, we could just buy it. Like, this has been really productive for us with getting the timber. I think we could get that tree planter and actually put some like proper forestry planted timber in place. I'm not sure how long some of these would take to grow. Like the spruce is a really good type, or the red gum possibly. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, oh yeah, that one almost landed in the trailer for us. Yeah, so there's a lot of options. I think we're gonna need more trees at some point to cut down. I don't want to cut down all the ones that we started with. They really add element to the map. So obviously we want to you know, keep that feeling and that illusion of the reality in the game. We don't want to be cutting down too many of the ones that, you know, come pre-grown on the bit of land we get. There are obviously other areas around the map that we can go and just buy that's mainly tree, like forest area, which we could cut down. So yeah, there's lots of options for us to consider. Timber, oh, that one's got caught on something. I got caught on one of these spruce trees by the looks of it. No, I'm just going to cut this one down. Getting close. Probably going to get hit in the head with a massive tree standing here, but it's fine. In the game, trees don't weigh anything compared to ours anyway. Yeah, so that's alright. That's good. So I think that's probably all we need for now. That's 4 trees. That should load up onto the trailer pretty well and give us maybe, what, 20,000 litres or thereabouts to take down to the sawmill, which I think is a good amount to process. It takes about 10,000 litres a month or so. That's just a rough guess. So they'll keep it going a little bit longer, and it'll give us heaps of planks and beams to use for either our constructibles or the castle, or even if we were to build 60 or 61, which has got the windmill, was it? Yeah, windmill on it. So yeah, we've still got plenty of things to do with the timber. So yeah, it's not going to go to waste. Alright, well, I don't know what to do with this one yet, but I'm going to go and get these other ones loaded up. I'm actually going to cut them into lengths. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut these into lengths and get them loaded up on the trailer. And then we'll probably do it as a bit of a time-lapse. It shouldn't be too bad. We're just going to do it as we normally do it with super strength. It's, yeah, a bit difficult to process these, I think, with a front-end loader. But I would be keen to, at some point, do it correctly with the right equipment. So, at some point when we have a bit more money and we've got some of our expansion plans underway a bit better, then yeah, I think we should look at getting some of the proper forestry equipment. But yeah, that's a little ways off.
She's up before the rooster crows, working land that no one knows. Her hands are warm, her spirit's strong. She's been here all along. Through drought and flood, she holds the line. The salt of earth, the root and vine. To the daughters of the dust, the ones we lean on, the ones we trust, the fire in their eyes and dirt on their boots. They're the heart, they're the fruit. To the daughters of the dust, to the daughters of the dust. She mends the fence, she feeds the stock, steady as the ancient rock. A mother's mother worked this ground before the highway came around. She reads the sky like scripture page, wisdom passed from age to
Arriving
age.
safe at our sawmill. Yeah, that was a very wide load. I really needed a pilot driver car for that one, but we got there without any real issues. I was able to pull over for the bus. You can see that's probably a good way to deal with these trees. If we just cut one down at a time, we can bring them down like that. Probably not the ideal way to do it, but I mean, it works. Hopefully we're going to have about 20,000 litres on here, like I said, so we'll have to find out, because there's nothing in there now. So let's see how we go. 28,000 litres, 28,500. So that was a really good load. About 4 trees, worked out really well. See, while we're here, let's have a look. So we have 5 lots of planks, and then there's still 5 planks to actually spawn and 4 wood beams to spawn here. And while we're looking at what we've got, let's head over to the stonemason and see how that's gone with getting more of the roof shingles. I've only got 1 pallet of roof shingles over here, and only, or almost, well, with 400 litres off a second pallet. Yeah, so I think we've got so many castle stones. I'm just going to go in and just turn the castle stones off for a little while. I don't want to get too many of them. If we just change that to deactivated, obviously the castle stones get made quicker. Oh yeah, a little bit, but not awfully a lot quicker. Like, well, oh, the cycles per month is the same. It costs more to run the roof shingles, and that the same amount of big stones makes less roof shingles than it does castle stones. But it should be all right. Like I said, I think we just turn these castle stones off. We already have 4 here, and then we have another like 10 or 12 here. We got to focus on these. So everything we might do, I don't think there's much more to do in May. We may end up resting and go through to June. I'll have a look around what there may be to do, and then we'll bring you back in when we find something, or when we're moved forward a month or 2. So I'll see you soon. Good morning. Welcome to June. So I had a look around. There wasn't very much to do in May yet. We could have brought some fish feed over to the little fish production here. I think we'll do that at some point today to get that underway again. But first up this morning, we want to get into the Macdon. It's been a while since I've been in this piece of equipment, but at the barley field in field number 2, what we bought a little while ago, is ready to be harvested. So we're going to get stuck into that. Looks like there's rain in the forecast. I think the rain is possibly going to be around in a couple of hours time, so I want to get in and get it done as quick as possible. Hopefully we can get it done without any issues with it being interrupted by rain. I'm going to take the Macdon over by itself, and I'll grab the little JCB tractor to pull the header over and connect it up. I'm just going to park it off to the side here, because I'm not sure which side we want the Macdon to be on. While we've moved forward, we can have a quick look to see how this is going as well. So it still has, well, let's just speed time up a little bit. Not too much. Okay, yeah, so it's going to take a little bit longer, even though it only has 12 litres of wood beams and 8 litres of planks. It's still, obviously it's got a little bit to go, which we don't really have the time to be waiting, given the fact that rain's coming. We've got to get our harvest underway. Just see if I can get this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's hook onto the Macdon. Hopefully I can go reverse in from this end, so we can just pull the header straight out. Hopefully there's enough room underneath that pin there. I think there might be, because we're in the smallest of our tractors. Yeah, plenty of room. So just in a reverse, I would hook onto the trailer. Perfect, let's get this big header out. Alright, so I'm not sure how much crop is going to be destroyed by trying to get this connected on. It's obviously a very big header, and there's not much room to get things connected up in here. So I'm trying to swing out as close to the gate as possible without actually hitting the gate. Alright, let's take 2 on that. That should be... no. Let's take 3. Like I said, it's going to have some damage to the crop. Now I need to see if I can reverse this back a bit, so we can hook it straight on to the front. Easier said than done. I'm already halfway, well, completely over the hedge in the JCB. And then, yeah, trying to reverse the dolly is a bit difficult for me. So we can just straighten up a bit, that may be better. Alright. Where do I want to go? That way? No. Was right. Oh. Let me get this into place and I'll be back with you in a second. There we go. I think that will be okay, hopefully. So just park this tractor just out of the way. Sort of halfway through the hedge like I had it when I was trying to get that into place. That should be okay to get the Macdon connected up. Alright, let's ease up onto it. We might do this from the inside view. Get a really good bird's eye view of lining it up, which is the best way. I think that's going to be pretty close. Let's get... There we go. It sort of worked. And fold it up. Yeah, so we're all good to get underway. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's all good by the looks of it. We start it up. So it shouldn't take very long to harvest this field at all. It's not very big, and this Macdon is got a good working width, and it's quite fast, 15 kilometers per hour. So I don't anticipate it's going to take too long. Obviously, once we have the swathing done, we will need to get the combine out to go through and collect the grain. Alright, I'm going to get some lines set up. And it's not too many runs through really, so get that set up. Yeah, we might as well jump out onto time-lapse. I imagine we'll be able to get all of the swathing done at least, and get some of the collection done with the combine. Hopefully we can get it done before we have the rain. So we'll just see how we're going for time. But yeah, I'll see you at some point once hopefully we're finished, but you know, when we're getting closer to it.
Dusty boots on a digital plane, twang guitars in 3-frame. Sunsets glow a pixelated hue. This old country feeling brand new. Me a prairie where the tumbleweeds roll to a drum machine beat, losing all control. 80s echoes and a cowboy's squeak under the stars, wild and free. Classic beats, steady pulls through the static. My heart exults from the honky tonk to the arcade light, dancing till dawn through the digital night. We're putting on the tumbleways for to the country seat beat, good steel options full. Hey, trippers in redactors meet, gungeon stars, wild and free. No lonesome highways, just a data stream, living out a country set dream. From the wild open spaces to the city's clean, this electric
Well, that's our first full combine harvested load of barley. So I think that, you know, we didn't even get halfway around the field and we've already got a full load. I think that's it's a good sign. I think we're definitely going to get a good amount of barley from out. I don't know if we'll have enough to fill that trailer. That seems pretty, you know, I could probably touch and go. It's a pretty big trailer, but nevertheless, we'll see how we go. The Macdon is absolutely amazing. The swathing and having such wide swaths like apart. So when we come to baling, it's going to be really easy. I think we've got our own square bale and we've got the auto stacker as well. So picking them up is going to be a breeze. I think that what we're going to do though is we're going to leave it here for today. We've done quite a bit. I didn't even anticipate getting to the stage where we're doing this barley field. I actually completely forgot we had it. So when I looked on the map, it's like, it's ready to harvest. I was like, oh, you beauty, let's get in and get it done. So with this, we probably can look at getting the flour mill sooner than what we thought. I think we need the flour mill. So I'll just follow that up because obviously this can go into become flour. So yeah, I'm going to investigate whether putting a flour mill in our little forest area that we've cleared up is going to be a good option. So we'll look at that next time. We'll also work out and finish harvesting this and see how much barley we get. And I think we're probably going to have to do some grass or hay bales as well for our animals. So if you're keen to see how all that goes, please do remember to like and subscribe. But for now, remember to keep your boots dirty and your bites clean. I'll catch you next time on DirtByte.